Alright, 2021 pre-draft, pre-free agency QB rankings. At number one, I got Patrick Mahomes. Fantasy Pros has him at number one. This one doesn't need much explanation. He's probably the most consistent quarterback with the best weapons and a good system. Number two, I'll put Kyler Murray. I expect them to bring in at least one good receiver. Very consistent quarterback, very mobile. Probably won't do as much with his legs, but I think he'll make it up with the passing. Number three, I'll put Dak Prescott, who Fantasy Pros has at six. He was playing out of his mind last year. He still will have the same weapons. I think their offensive line will figure it out a bit, and I do think he will go back to the Cowboys. Number four, I'll put Lamar. For his legs, I think they'll also bring in a weapon, and I think the system just works for him to be very good in fantasy. I'll put Deshaun at number five. Not 100% sure where he goes. Right now, people are saying Carolina, which would be a really good situation with nice weapons. Number six, I'll put Josh Allen. I think he will regress a bit, but he'll still be a very viable quarterback with his legs. I think they will try to run the ball a bit more next year, though. Number seven, I'll put Aaron Rodgers. Aaron is pretty consistent. His weapons will still be good. I want to see what they do at running back. I don't think Aaron Jones will stay there, so he may have to throw some more touchdowns, but overall, I think he'll end up at seven. Number eight, I'll put Justin Herbert. I think he will maybe take a small step forward. He could even regress, but he'll still be a very good top 10 quarterback with the weapons that he has. And I do think the defense will take a step forward, so maybe less opportunities for touchdowns. Number nine, I'll put Tom Brady. I think he'll improve this year, and actually, I could have put him top five. Second year in Arians system, very good for quarterbacks, and Brady's just going to continue to have great weapons. Don't know if they'll have Godwin or AB, but I think they'll at least have one of the two, and I'll put Brady at number nine. Number 10, I'll put Matt Ryan. I do think he'll keep his job at least for next year with the Falcons. Excellent weapons. A bad defense will mean he'll have to come back and throw a lot. Julio is regressing, but not to a point where it's problematic. Really is a great target, and I've seen a lot of mock drafts actually projecting them to get Kyle Pitts, which would be huge. Number 11, I'll put Russell Wilson. He was pretty bad for fantasy second half of the year, but he still has nice weapons. They do want to run the ball, and I could have put him lower, but I didn't feel justified putting him below who I have at number 12, which is Jalen Hurts. He has an excellent opportunity, great with his legs. Passing game could be an issue, and they definitely need weapons, but I'll put him at 12 for now. Number 13, I'll put Matt Stafford. Probably maybe the best offensive line he's ever had. Really good weapons for Matt. I think that system's going to do a lot for him, and this might be a little low, honestly. Number 14, I'll put Carson Wentz. I do really like the move to Indy. I think he'll be really good in that system, and I think we'll see somewhere between the MVP season for him and not this most recent year, but the year before that. Number 15, I'll put Tannehill. Consistent, solid, but he gets a lot taken away from the running game. 16, I'll put Burrow. Nice weapons. They will probably draft no lineman, and that could help. And their defense is bad enough that he will have to throw to stay in games. 17, I'll put Kirk Cousins. Again, this guy could be anywhere between the top 13 and like 22, but he's consistent enough. His numbers last year actually weren't that bad, and I do like the connection he has with Jefferson and Thielen. 18, I'll put Jameis. This could be low for Jameis, but it could also be high. I do project him to be the Saints starter, and I think he'll be pretty good in that offense. They could use maybe another weapon if they don't bring back Sanders, but I think he'll be really nice in this offense. 19, I'll put Baker. A lot of this is dependent on OBJ. If they trade OBJ, I'll probably move him down to like 22, but for right now, Baker's at 19. 20, I'll put Big Ben. He put up a crazy amount of passing yards last year. They will lose Schuster, but I don't really care about that. I think that Deontay Johnson and Claypool are good enough, and probably they'll bring back Ebron. So I think Ben's going to be good. 21, I'll put Trevor Lawrence. Me as well as everybody's projecting him to go to the Jags. I think their weapons aren't as bad as most people think. DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, and I do expect them to draft at least one weapon. I think Trevor's going to be pretty good. Number 22, I'll put Jimmy. They're very good when they have Jimmy G. He's got excellent weapons. This could be a little low. Put Derek Carr at 23. This is another team where I see they could get weapons. There's been some trade rumors, but I think he stays at least for next year. 24, I'll put Daniel Jones. He To me, this one's a little tough because I think Saquon coming back doesn't hurt him. I think it helps him with the run after catch ability of Saquon, and then pretty solid weapons here and a pretty bad defense. Well, actually, a defense that improved a lot, but I think they'll take a step back. 25 will put Jared Goff. At this point, these are quarterbacks that probably won't get drafted, but these guys can be waiver wire finds that can help you in weeks where your quarterback's out. Goff should be fine with the Lions. This a lot depends on whether they bring back one of the two of Marvin Jones or Kenny Galladay, but we'll see with Jared. 26 will put Teddy. He's in the same category as Jared. Pretty good weapons, but Teddy's not really going to carry you for a whole year. 27 through 30, I'll put Cam Newton, Mitchell Trubisky, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields. Wilson and Fields, rookies, probably start, maybe not Fields, but they'll be fine. Trubisky and Newton won't give you much with their arms, but it'll give you a lot with their legs. And then 31 through 36, Tua, Mariota, Darnold, Locke, Taysom, and Fitzmagic. For all these guys to start, they'd need something pretty good to happen outside of Tua, but I don't really see these guys as doing too much for fantasy unless if they get the starting jobs, and then Mariota and Taysom are interesting.